Hello, St. Mark's Cathedral members and friends. Dean Paul coming to you from my office here on the campus of St. Mark's Episcopal Cathedral, right across the street from Loring Park, where the wind has blown most of the changed leaves out of the trees, and we're turning to the second round, moving from ash leaves to maple as we speak. It's a gorgeous day here in the cities, and I come to you with a program update as we wade through October and towards a program that will extend us then out to Advent. We are launched for the program year. Our Sunday morning worship is back. Our Sunday evening evensong is back. Our midweek Wednesday 12:15 Eucharist is back. And we've got Tuesday morning prayer and Tuesday evening Compline online for those to gather there. We also have 6 active discipleship groups, which are well underway for the course of this fall. And we have an Episcopal 101 course that is now to its 3rd week for those people who are new to St. Mark's and who are seeking the possibility and exploring the possibility of membership here at the cathedral. So there's a lot happening. And it's easy to miss all the things that are happening. So if you are not yet receiving the St. Mark's newsletter, I hope you'll go to the website, and right at the very top of the website, there's a spot you can click on e-news, and it will invite you to sign up for that e-letter, which will come to you multiple times each week. But that is the best way to have us pushing information to you about the things that are happening around here. And the stuff that seems interesting, great, pursue it, follow up with it, register for those things you need to register for. And the stuff that just doesn't grab your attention, that's fine. We don't expect everyone to do everything. That would be an unreasonable expectation. But we do try to make sure that you have enough options available to you so that you in your own way and each season can construct a meaningful rule of life within which you are balancing the disciplines of regular daily prayer, the regular disciplines of daily study, and the regular discipline of making sure that in some meaningful way that you are cognizant of that you are making a positive difference in your community around you. As you know, coming out of the COVID pandemic, we have fairly cautiously come back together. There's some things that we're still slowly reintroducing in person. Various small groups that had migrated to virtual spaces are slowly beginning to have face-to-face gatherings again. And many of them are continuing on in a hybrid fashion, where a vast portion of the gatherings take place in virtual spaces, and then perhaps a monthly or a quarterly gathering happens in person to celebrate the life that they share together. And we continue to maintain this balance because we're aware not only that there are various comfort levels, but that we do continue to have among us very real medical concerns that make coming back together, even with the most safety protocols in place, continue to make that risky behavior for some of our beloved. And we're cognizant of that and try to pay attention to that. I do want to mention, though, that one of the things we try to do as Christian community is ensure that we do come together and share space in addition to virtual spaces when we can, because there's something that happens to us when we're able to be together. On the positive side, we get to hug and check in and see each other's eyeballs. We get all of the nonverbal communication from one another, which is so easily missed in a virtual space. And I'm well aware many of us are slowly trickling back, and our numbers continue to go up on Sunday mornings and Sunday evenings. And so I hope that you'll continue to sort of wade into those spaces as you're able, because worshiping together is important. Now, additionally, in terms of our program, we have largely been programming in virtual spaces this fall. But there are a few in-person opportunities for you. One, of course, is the regular monthly gathering for the Dean's Forum in the community room on the 3rd Sunday of every month during the 9 o'clock hour. We'll just talk about some things that are important. We have talked a couple months ago about community covenants and community norms. Just this past Sunday, we had a conversation about cathedral finances now that we're in the midst of the annual pledge campaign and the budget building process. And future months will have other important timely topics. So know that that third Sunday is always an opportunity to grab coffee and a snack and come together around a table with fellow St. Markans. We are also reintroducing this fall, and truth be told, I've buried the headline here because this is the headline. The headline for this is that we are reintroducing this fall for the first time since 2019, our practice of roundtable gatherings. And roundtable gatherings happen 3 times each year. They happen in the fall, in the winter, and in the spring. And the roundtable gatherings are an opportunity for us. We commit to 3 consecutive Wednesday evenings from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock to come together for a brief happy hour, for a very simple meal, for a very simple presentation, for some table conversation with a small group who we get to know over the course of those 3 weeks. And then, of course, for closing prayer for the evening, which is not only good in its own right, but we hope that it helps shape you in some prayer practices that you might take home with you. This fall's roundtable registration is wide open. You can find registration links on the homepage of the Cathedral website. If you just drop down to the connector, click into the connector, and one of the options for this week's news is roundtables, which begins on Wednesday, October 26th, continues on Wednesday, November 2nd, and it concludes on Wednesday, November 9th. And each of those 3 weeks will gather for 2 hours to build relationships, to deepen our knowledge around a particular shared nugget. This fall, we're talking about belonging, believing, and behaving, basically that foundation for communities, how it is that people come together and shape a life together. We're going to talk about that again as we're coming back together as St. Markans. And we hope that as many of you as possible will join us. Registrations are about 50% full at this point. We've got 2 more weeks with registration open, and I hope that you will rush to that link and consider registering today. Again, it's 3 consecutive Wednesdays, October 26th, November 2nd, and November 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Cathedral Community Room. There is no cost to you. There will be a donation jar available if you'd like to contribute, but it is our gift to the Cathedral community to make sure that we're creating a space within which deep and meaningful relationships can begin, can be nurtured, and within which we can learn together face to face for the course of 3 weeks. And that will take us all the way up then in terms of preparing for Advent. So again, you can find those links on the Cathedral website. If you have questions, you can contact Mary Lusk or myself here at the Cathedral. We'll be happy to direct you to registrations, but we do hope you'll join us. This has been a highlight of the Cathedral ministry for the last many years, and we hope that you can be part of it this fall. So thank you so much for listening. Hope to see many of you there, and wishing you a great weekend. Take good care. Bye.